You're watching Showbiz Insider, and up next we got up close and personal with theatre extravaganza Cirque du Soleil. Now they've returned to the UAE with one of their signature productions, Varekai. The spectacle has wowed 10 million people worldwide, and the colourful world of Varekai is said to be where something else is possible. I'm wondering exactly what that is, so we went behind the scenes to meet the artists themselves. Have you ever wanted to run away and join the circus? Well, welcome to the mystical world of imagination in motion. The story of Varekai begins when a young man parachutes into the shadows of a magical forest. A kaleidoscopic world of fantastical creatures and an adventure both absurd and extraordinary. Just to go back to the beginning, tell us, what exactly does Varekai mean? I understand that it comes from the Romani language.
Exactly, the Romani language of the Gypsies. It's the story, it means wherever. It's a story about the unknown, and it's an adventure. And it's mainly about a young man that struggles with adversity and eventually actually finds love as also.
Okay. Now I understand that it was also inspired and kind of interpreted from Icarus, Greek mythology. Yeah. Can you explore that idea a little bit and tell us, how the creative director tied that in?
Yeah, it actually, so when the myth goes when Icarus flies too close to the sun, burns his wings, and then falls into the water, except that in Varekai he lands in an enchanted forest and meets various and lose the capacity of walking. But he meets various fantastical creatures that actually helps him to find his way and find a way back to walking. And in that journey, he actually finds love.
Directed by Dominic Champagne, it's set at the edge of time, in a space of infinite possibility. The audience is drawn into an abstract world which pays tribute to nomadic souls and ancient mythology. Pre-show rehearsals offer a rare glimpse behind the scenes and the opportunity to meet the world's leading circus artists.
My character is based on Diana the Huntress, so my role in the show is to protect the creatures of the forest from danger. So when Icarus falls from the sky, I feel like I need to protect the promised character because he's a stranger in our world.
Let's take it back to the beginning and tell me a little bit about your journey into Cirque du Soleil, your training, what does it take to be a Cirque du Soleil performer?
Well, it's a lot of training for sure. I started on the static trapeze before I made my way to the single point trapeze. So it's a lot of conditioning and just making sure you're strong enough to fly through the air.
Would you count yourself as an athlete or an artist?
That's a good question. I would say both.
Right. Cirque du Soleil has grown from 20 street performers to a company of 4,000 employees, and Varekai's international cast features 50 performers from 19 countries. It's the pinnacle of athletic and artistic work, with performers like Cedric Bellisi evolving from champion athlete to celebrated artist.
Cirque is an amazing opportunity because we train so hard for most of our lives to compete at the highest level that we can. And to then one day decide that to put all that to the side,
when you're
it's
like
hard.
18.
Yeah, exactly. It's heartbreaking. So Cirque gives us that opportunity to actually keep doing what we love. Because we don't retire because we don't love it anymore. We retire because sometimes it's just the body just can't take the amount of competing that we do.
I used to be a ballerina, I know exactly what you're saying. Now tell me a little bit about how you go from that, sports and that athleticism to developing to be a performer, to being an artist. What's your training for that?
It's a very interesting process. The headquarters in Montreal, they train us to do that transition.
Right.
It's very different to compete and to perform. Although we are both performing in front of a crowd, when you compete, you perform in front of a crowd or judges, and when you perform in Cirque, you also perform in front of a crowd, but you're performing for different reasons.
Yeah.
Right now, we're trying to connect with the audience. So it's very, I enjoy it way more than competing.
He performs alongside Andre from St. Petersburg, who's characterized as the Sky Watcher and has a massive personality both on and off stage. Tell me how you got into this BAM Red Hot Chili, massive stuff of the circus. Did you come in? I know you're from Russia, St. Petersburg. Did you come in from a sports background? Did you
No,
come
look at me. I'm a skinny guy, no muscles. Yeah, I'm from acting. I'm from pantomime. I'm from street actually.
Okay.
So yeah, this was my dream, especially this character, Skywatcher, especially in Varekai, and of course, especially in Cirque du Soleil.
What is your special talent?
What my special talent?
Yes.
I can do like that first of all. Din, 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 din. I can do a doggy, woof woof. I can move my face.
I can do that.
You can do that? No, you do like that. You should do like that, and especially with the you see? No, but you do this for later. And I can do in 5 seconds. I can change you a lot of face. And I can play on this part. You see?
Each show takes 2 years to create and features stunning displays of skill and power, live music and otherworldly sets. But breathtaking acts must come with impeccable discipline. Soaring through the air is a dangerous technical game.
My training consists of lots of different things. I have a Pilates workout, then I have a strengthening workout, and a stretching workout, a conditioning, a cardio. So I kind of alternate them by the day, training every day, and then balancing that with the show. So if we have 2 shows, obviously a little bit of less training, maybe a little more stretching.
What are the occupational hazards of being a trapeze artist?
Well, it's certainly not one you can kind of phone in when you're tired. Yeah, it takes a lot of focus. It's like the ability to be super alert and to make it look easy, but also be really aware of where you're at. And yeah, it's very technical, and it's I'm always tied to that.
Yeah.
But there are moments like on the ground where I can really let go and just really connect with the audience, and those moments are just golden.
The coach Igor Karpov ensures the performers are in peak physical condition. Hand balancer Darina from Russia uses the triple cane system, displaying immense core and upper body strength. And Rafael from Brazil brings his training in capoeira to the solo on crutches. However, Cirque is far from just physical. It truly embodies the creative, artistic soul. Is there ever a moment where you kind of get lost, because you're creating this experience for the audience and they're getting lost in this magical world?
Absolutely.
Is there ever a moment where you kind of let yourself just go?
Every
with
night.
that?
That's the beauty.
Really?
Yes,
You do? So you're not kind of like, oh, where's my hoop?
No, that's the beauty of performing. You got to let go, and you got to create a new character for yourself. That's the moment in your day where you get to be anyone you want to be. You don't have to be Cedric anymore. For that 5-minute act, you get to create who you want to be, and you get to lose yourself in that world. So Varekai is a beautiful world to get lost in. So.
And behind the scenes, it really is another world again. Rehearsal spaces include warm-up areas and gym apparatus. A practice Russian swing is set amongst wardrobe and costumes. And the overall logistics and growth of the Cirque are mind-blowing. Even family members travel with them too.
Cirque du Soleil started in 1984 out of a little city a little bit north of Montreal by a group of 20 street performers. And now we have 18 different shows, 8 touring shows, 8 shows in Las Vegas, so a total of 18 shows altogether. We are a community of 4,000 employees that works worldwide, 1,300 artists from 55 nationalities, so we're like a big family.
Backstage, thousands of custom-made costumes, threads, feathers and leaves are constantly altered and maintained to enable performance perfection. Wigs are styled, lycra is shaped, and they even travel with 6 washing machines. So what does a day in the nomadic life of a Cirque du Soleil artist really involve? So Cedric, let's go straight into the day in a life of a Cirque du Soleil performer and what it's like to be on tour.
It's extremely special, actually. It's one of the biggest reasons we have this job is to keep traveling the world like we are right now. Yeah. Every day we wake up, have breakfast, and depending on whether we have 1 or 2 shows that day, if we have 1 show, we can get out during the day and actually go explore the city, which is wonderful. If we have 2 shows, it's a bit tighter.
Yeah.
So we come straight to work and start warming up, put on our makeup, and get the day started.
Back on stage, Varekai pays tribute to the ancient and rare circus traditions of Icarian games and Georgian dance. It then catapults into the future with revolutionary twists on the Russian swings. Cirque du Soleil continues to bring wonder to more than 160 million people around the world. These are shows that truly transport you into another land. And now I understand why something else is possible in Varekai. So that's it for the first show of our new season of Showbiz Insider. Hope you feel bang up to date with everything that's going on in the entertainment scene here in the UAE. Remember guys, stay in touch. We've got our Facebook page, which is titled Showbiz Insider, and we've also got our Twitter feed, which is @Zoe Showbiz, and that covers everything from your international news in film, fashion, music, and the arts. We'll see you same time next week with more entertainment.